Presley, is it cold out?
Let me see. It's a little bit warm out here, guys. Feel that a little bit warm out here.
Is it?
Yeah.
It looks like it's frosty down the driveway. Are we gonna go on a family adventure?
Yeah, bye.
Well, don't go down there if you think you're gonna fall.
Yeah, that'd be the smart answer. Come on, Press, jump in the Porsche and we're gonna go for a cruise. Hey! Yeah, you almost fell on the ice, didn't you? Not funny. I got cheap free coffee.
$4.
Well, thank you. You're saving me right now. You know how much I like my coffee. The house looks so nice. What do you think, Presley? It's a Canadian thing. It's kind of like a Bloody Mary, except for it's not a Bloody Mary. This episode is going to include drinking. Clamato. It's made by Mott's. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. If you're from Seattle, the odds are you might have heard of it. If you've been to Vegas, you've gone to Caesar's Palace. In the Forum shops, they actually have a specialty bar that serves Caesar's. But if you're from anywhere else in the United States, you probably have no idea what this is. Today, we're gonna do an unboxing. The reason is that crappy autofocus that the A7SII does is driving me just as crazy as it's driving you. I spend all day shooting some really cool content, only to get home and find out when I'm in post, editing it all, it's not even usable. The reason why I'm drinking is because cameras aren't exactly my forte. There is a ton of information that I could very easily screw up in this. Shall we see what I got? Because apparently it's really good at autofocusing. So first things first, I bought another one of these Gorilla Pods. This one's been used enough now and I've bent it in enough different weird positions that when it sits straight up, it's possible somewhere in this it could start to go. I got a new little lens to go with my new camera, the Sony A7SII. This is apparently the world's fastest autofocusing camera in the Guinness Book of World Records to boot. So I was looking at the A6300, which is what I heard was originally the world's fastest. The problem is I bought that camera, never did an unboxing. I went to do an unboxing of it, and then I found out when I was testing it, it didn't have 5-axis or 5-point something to do with stabilization. I mean, absolutely nuts coming from a camera that has that feature. The one thing about this camera is it is not a full frame camera. So it has what's called a crop sensor, just like learning about all this stuff. That is a full frame camera. So this can use the lens from thing where it's like a 1.5 like zoom in or something, like times zoom, like it's closer. So I had to buy a wide angle with the body anyhow. So I got this little lens. It's not a Zeiss lens like this. This is really nice glass. This is a really expensive lens. That's worth like $1,500 or something. Just to forewarn you, all of the numbers I'm talking about when I say a few $100, it's all in Canadian. So if you're an American, you need to do the conversion. Is your dollar's worth more? Let's check this thing out. This is pretty cool. This is a mirrorless camera. So I can interchange all the lenses. Blah, 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 blah. We got all sorts of stuff in here. So this is it. It looks, it is a lot smaller than the Sony A7SII. Still shoots in 4K. I'm trying to think of what other specs are different between this and that, other than that's full frame. This is a crop sensor. Green on this is exactly the same as what's on that camera. So when I'm trying to do selfie stuff, that's all it does. It doesn't flip out up and high enough to see it, or out to the side. That's one downside of this camera versus the Canon or the Panasonic has that whole selfie feature, which is, I can imagine, really. Why didn't I go with one of those cameras? Maybe you're asking. I don't know. I'm kind of just going with Sony at the moment because they're really good. I seem to be okay. No one's complaining about the fact that my head's not in the frame. Battery in here. Throw the lens on, power it up, and see what it looks like. Battery right here. Let's go ahead and do this. I need a memory card. 128 gigs of content for a test. We're in big trouble. First thing you got to do with these cameras is when you get them, they come with these little clips that are for, shot a bunch of my vlogs in the beginning with these still attached on the side, and I couldn't figure out when I was editing it what that weird noise was. It were these things. So I got to take these off. Oh man. All right. Almost. There. Quiet. Take this off. Got. Oh, hold on. English. I'm Canadian, but I do only speak English. I do not do French. How do I look? Am I in the frame? I can't tell because again, the screen doesn't flip. I don't know if this is focusing actually on the camera, by the way, because we know that autofocus really, this is the new vlogging camera. I'm thinking we do a quick little test with it. How long it takes to focus, and then I move my hand away and we see how long it takes to focus. There's something better. No, I think my hand's good. So, or how about the watch? Is it doing it? So how was that? Now we can try it. So this is the A7SII. Now we can try it with the A6500. I gotta be a little quieter, but I am super excited. You don't realize, but like hours have gone by since the other footage I just shot in my vlog that I showed you with my Sony A7SII. This is a brand new camera. This is the A6500 that I unboxed. I don't even remember what I was shooting. Okay, now you guys are seeing me. It's actually been hours. This is the A6500 I just got. Now, it's taking me like 3 hours and a whole whack of YouTube videos to figure it out. Because for a second, I thought I had the wrong camera. Oh, by the way, I'm whispering because it's like 1:45 in the morning and my whole family's asleep. I thought I was gonna have to return this camera because at first it was focusing as fast as this thing was. And I was concerned. And I was like, what's going on with this thing? It's like the world's fastest focusing camera. And I tested the A6300 and it focused really quick. And this camera wasn't doing that. So here's what I learned. You have to have the right lens. And with the right lens, you can change it so that autofocus drive mode is in fast. And that's when it's at its fastest. This camera doesn't do that. And so now, check it out. That quick. Yeah. Yeah. I'm always gonna be in focus now. Booyah! I'm gonna keep my A7SII for a bit because this will be really good for some really high quality cinematic shots as well as night stuff. But from now on, vlogs are gonna be shot on the new A6500. See you tomorrow. Oh, yeah, and I'll be in focus tomorrow.
All I know is I just need up. All I know is you just need up. All I know is we just need up. All I know is you just need up.